Hi people, it's me Anja, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. I am so excited to film today's video because I love talking about new releases. Since when you're watching this, it will be Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, I thought it would be fitting to make a video talking about my most anticipated Asian releases of 2021, and especially since I am Asian myself, I am so excited to read these books. So let's just get this party started. The first book on this list is called The Shape of Thunder. This book, I believe, comes out today if this video goes up when scheduled. So yeah, it comes out the 11th of May. This book sounds so good. It's middle-aged contemporary and it's written by the same author who wrote Other Worlds for Home, which I absolutely really loved. So I have really high expectations for this one. It follows a pair of former best friends who are both grieving in their own way. Jasmine is such a wonderful author, so I have such high expectations for this one. I'm expecting this book to be so emotionally touching. I'm expecting these two main characters to be so wonderfully well developed. I'm so excited to read this book because I know that it's going to be absolutely so good. Jasmine is so good at writing middle-grade contemporary. You know, like, I'm so excited to read this book. I'm expecting to rate it at least 4 stars, if not 5. This book is going to be absolutely so good. So like I said, it comes out the 11th of May. So keep your eyes peeled. The next book on this list comes out the 29th of June, and it is Generation Misfits, written by Akemi Bowman, whom I've discussed before in previous videos, is such a talented author. This book is her middle-grade debut, and I'm so excited to read it. It follows a young Japanese-American girl who's homeschooled and goes to public school for the first time, and initially she doesn't quite fit in. This book sounds so good. It sounds so awesome. We all know this. Akemi Bowman is such a wonderful author. I love her books so much. I just think that this book is going to be absolutely so good. Her science fiction debut, The Infinity Courts, was just as good as I was expecting, so I'm expecting her middle-grade debut to be even better. This book sounds so good. I'm so excited to dive into this world with these characters that I haven't even met yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so excited to read this book because I know that Akemi's writing is going to be absolutely so good, because she is so good at crafting worlds and crafting characters that you are so emotionally attached to. So with that, like I said, this book comes out the 29th of June, and I am so excited. The next book on this list also comes out the 29th of June, and it is Gearbreakers. I am so excited to read this book. It's YA science fiction, and it's also sapphic, which is all I needed to know to be excited for it. This book sounds so good. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really know what it's about because I only clicked on it because I heard that it was sapphic, and like I said, that's all I needed to know. But when I looked at Goodreads again to see what the release date was, I scrolled down and I saw that Chloe Gong gave this book 5 stars. Which, if you didn't know, Chloe Gong is the author of These Violent Delights. And even though I didn't love These Violent Delights as much as everybody else did, hence why the sequel isn't on this list, I did enjoy Chloe's world building. So I'm excited to see the world building in this book because I'm expecting it to be so good. So yeah, I have really high expectations for this book because it sounds so good. We love to see more queer science fiction books. I'm expecting this book to be so good because I'm expecting the world building and the plot and the setting and the sapphic romance to be absolutely so good. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for the 29th of June. The next book on this list is called Kiki, Kallira Breaks a Kingdom, and it comes out the 6th of July. This book is middle-grade fantasy, and it deals with mental health, and it's also a portal fantasy, so we love to see it. I have really high expectations for this book because it sounds so good. It deals with Indian mythology. We love to see it. I feel like the majority of Asian fantasies that I've read or more East Asian, so it's exciting to see a Southeast Asian fantasy. You know, so essentially, this book sounds so good. I'm so excited to see the world building, the plot, the characterization. Like, this book sounds so good. First of all, the cover is so pretty and it hooked me in immediately, and that's the reason why I added it to my want to read on Goodreads before I even looked at the synopsis. The synopsis also hooked me in more, which is how I know that it's a portal fantasy and it deals with mental health. We love to see more mid-grade stories that deal with mental health, especially more fantasy ones. So anyway, like I said, this book comes out the 6th of July and I'm so excited for it. The next book on this list is called Jade File Gold. This book is a YA Chinese-inspired fantasy with an epic slow-burn romance and rich magic, and it comes out the 12th of October. I'm so excited to read this book because it sounds so good. I was intrigued immediately by the title because I have no idea what that means, and I'm excited to figure out what that means. I love it when titles have 3 words, you know, like today, tonight, tomorrow, because I have no idea what that means, and especially since this book is fantasy, I'm excited to see like what that means. I don't know if that makes any sense, but essentially I love it when book titles at first make no sense and you have to read the story to figure out what that means, like Turtles All the Way Down. So anyway, I'm digressing. Essentially, this book sounds so good. We love to see it. We love to see more YA fantasies that are Asian inspired. And also, this book is listed as LGBT on Goodreads, even though the synopsis doesn't say anything like that at all. So I'm intrigued by that as well. But even aside from that, this book sounds so good. The cover is so stellar and so gorgeous. So I hope that the inside of this book lives up to that. So like I said, this book comes out the 12th of October. So yeah, I'm so excited. The last book on this list, but certainly not the least, is called Journey to the Halt of the Abyss. This book is the sequel to The Light at the Bottom of the World, which I just talked about in my favorite Asian fantasies part 2. So anyway, this book comes out the 26th of October, and I'm so excited. I really liked the prequel to this book. It was absolutely so good, and it's so underrated. I'm so excited to read this book because I have no idea what will happen in this book. I have such high expectations because I know that this author is going to deliver. The first book was so good, especially with her world building and her plot and her characterization and the romance. So I'm expecting the second one to be absolutely amazing in all of those elements as well. This book is going to be so good. It's going to be absolutely so good. I have such high expectations because I enjoyed the first one so much. So please go read the first one. And yeah, like I said, this book comes out the 26th of October. So that is a long way away, but still, I am so excited for it. So in conclusion, I'm very excited for all of these books. Happy Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month if you are celebrating. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the flamingo emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.